What's up, everyone? I'm CL Connolly, and before I get started with my video, I want to show you, I don't know if you can see that little black spot right there. That's our outdoor kitty, Miss Minnie. Yes, so she was a stray that my friend had ended up getting in her yard. The poor little baby had kittens in my friend's yard. So because she, she was a stray, these kittens and everything, she needed to find a home for all of them. Well, my friend already has 5 cats. I think it's 5. It's like 4 or 5 in her house. So she was like, okay, we cannot take another one. And this little one is actually used to being outside. So she is wearing a collar, by the way. Although I can see it where I'm at, but you can't see it on the camera because she's all black. But it's this little, it's orange and it's got little mice on it. But so she is wearing a collar. She is chipped as well. So she's registered to us. And all the kittens needed homes. And then Mama Cat needed a home. Well, Mama Cat was underweight. Because she was underweight, we needed to fatten her up. But yeah, so she was little. She's really tiny. Hey. Plus, they assume she's maybe a year old. She could be less, but she also only weighed like 6 pounds. Hey, come on. Ooh, careful. So that's why I kept calling her Minnie. I was calling her Minnie Mama is what I had started calling her. And then I just changed it to Minnie. So that's just how that worked out. I need you to stop because you're getting a little rowdy. So anyway, so that's how we got her. So she loves being outside. She was only coming in to eat, and at night when it got cold and stuff like that, she was coming in. But then she got to the point when we got her outdoor house, because there's one out on our front porch. So when we got her outdoor house, she no longer wanted to come inside because she was like, well, now this is my space. This is where I want to be. I want to be in my house. So we had to put her food bowls in there, and she's got a nice little bed set up. Hey, come on. Come on. Thank you. She's got a nice little bed set up in there and everything. And then there's also a heating blanket that is in there so that if it does get really, really cold, we can turn on the little heating blanket and she can have warmth in there as well. What is going on? Do we need to get in your cage? I'm sorry. Do we need to get in your room? Do we need to get in your room? We'll get in your room. But anyway, so today I wanted to talk about the leftovers. Okay, who else hosts Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever at their house and ends up with too many damn leftovers? And yes, I'm climbing it because she's jumping around way too much and I cannot deal with that. As a matter of fact, let me turn around this way because the sun's over here. Or the lights over here. So we have Thanksgiving leftovers, which I just recently dumped. I take that back. We do not have Thanksgiving leftovers. I take that back. We do not have Thanksgiving leftovers. I did dump those. What I'm trying to get through is the Christmas leftovers. Let's see. I'm going to try to put that right there. So I'm trying to get through the Christmas leftovers. I don't know if that's going to stay. That's her sofa. So we're trying to get through the Christmas leftovers. My husband thinks it's funny because once he gets to the point to where he's like, I'm so done with leftovers. I can't deal with leftovers anymore. I'm like, okay. So I said, so what do you want to do about the leftovers? Do you want to throw them out? And he always goes, no, I want you to make something. Because he knows, since I'm on a very restricted diet, gluten-free, this and that, everything, right? He knows that whenever I've got the same food in there, because I made enough to where I can just heat it up and I can, go from there, whatever, I will constantly make different meals out of the leftovers. I'll change it up just a little bit, add some things here, some things there, right? So he wanted me to make something new with the leftovers. I managed to make a whole new meal out of it, right? Out of the leftovers. Mixing things, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I made a whole new meal out of it, and we managed to empty an entire shelf in our refrigerator because we couldn't put anything else in it. Like, it was full of just leftover food. So I could not put anything else inside that refrigerator. And I was like, I really need to do something with all these leftovers. So finally we got a whole shelf cleared out. Thank goodness. So I'm really excited about that. But it's like, there's so many leftovers. And I told my husband, I said, okay, on Saturday, we are taking everything out of that refrigerator, and anything that's leftovers is all going in the garbage. It is leaving this house if it has not been eaten. So he's okay with that. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of any of the leftovers. It's like, there's so many of them. So many of them. And I'm like, I only have so many ideas for how to, move things around in order to make a new meal. Like, my husband made meatloaf with, he had one that was with gluten-free breadcrumbs, and he had another one that was with gluten-free stuffing. So that's how, yeah. So I was able to eat the meatloaf. And then he also had these honey sriracha meatballs. Now, he just buys the meatballs, made sure they were gluten-free, and then he adds the sauce. He like mixes, actual honey with a sriracha sauce, and it's like a blue agave sriracha. I was like, oh my God, this stuff is so good. So, and I made a gluten-free pasta salad. I love pasta salad, but I can't have any of it because nobody makes it gluten-free, right? So I made a gluten-free pasta salad. I took pasta salad, I added some meatballs. I know I added something else to it at one time, and I was like, now it's a meat pasta salad. I've added the, the meatloaf to it. No, ma'am. Hey, no, ma'am. I've added the meatloaf to it so that I could have that kind of pasta salad, because pasta salad you can only do so much with, right? And then you start adding stuff to it, and it makes it so much better. Oh, potatoes. Oh, because he did roasted potatoes too. Oh my God, so good. So I added a little potato to it. Put a little potato in the bottom of the bowl, top it off with some of the pasta salad, throw in some of the meatballs. Man, I will mix and match anything. No, ma'am. That is the lot. Leave it alone. So I will literally mix and match any foods just to get a new meal out of it. So that is what I am doing right now with the leftovers. It's starting to get to the point where it's like, I don't want to eat any of it anymore. So yes, on Saturday, it's gone. Wait, by the time you see this video, it'll be Monday. So the leftovers will already have been gone. I'm just saying. Anyway, so that is that. That is how that's going, because we do not need any more leftovers in the house. We didn't even buy groceries the week of New Year's because we were thinking to ourselves, okay, I'm not going to buy groceries the week of New Year's because we already have all these leftovers. We don't have any room for any new groceries. So we're going to start eating what we have. Yeah, well, we've been emptying it out. Thank goodness. So there's that. Sometimes I just get, like a little wild hair where I'm just like, you know what? I just want to randomly make shit with what we have, right? Well, we had a container of sour cream in the refrigerator. I have no idea what my husband bought it for. No clue. But there was a container of sour cream in the refrigerator. And I was like, we have tater tots. And we recently just got this new honey habanero cheese, like shredded cheese. And I was like, I'm going to make something with the tater tots, sour cream, and honey habanero shredded cheese, right? So I take the tater tots, I put them in a casserole dish, I spread sour cream all over the top of it, and then I sprinkle the top with cheese. And I bake it. My husband comes home, he goes, oh my God, what does that smell? It smells so good. And I was like, oh, I'm just making some crap I threw together. And he was like, all right. So he starts eating it, and he goes, what is this? So I explained to him what was on it, and he goes, it doesn't even taste like sour cream. He goes, it's really good. And I was like, hell yeah, it is. Okay, my husband does not like leftovers. Let me put it that way. He will eat the Thanksgiving and the Christmas leftovers only because he doesn't want, there's too many, number one. And Number two, he doesn't want me to have to be the one who's going to eat it because I barely eat anything anyway. But if I make food during the week, he won't eat the leftovers. He leaves it for me. Oh, because it's something you can eat. I'm like, no, I need help eating these leftovers. So, but that was one thing that he actually helped me eat was the tater tot thing. And I was like, holy crap, he actually ate leftovers? What? He even put some in a container for himself to take to work. I was like, holy crap, okay. But anything that's made, I mean, the tater tots were gluten-free, sour cream is gluten-free, and the cheese was gluten-free. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. What does everybody do with their leftovers? Like, we tried giving some of it away, but we still had a ton of it. So we did give some of it away. Now, the Thanksgiving leftovers, I will say this much. The Thanksgiving leftovers, he did give a lot of those away. And I was so mad because I was like, most of that was gluten-free. I could eat it. And now I have nothing to eat. Because all the food that we had was leftovers and most of it was stuff I couldn't eat. Now, I cannot eat the green bean casserole that my husband eats, or that my husband made, because it was not gluten-free. He did not get the gluten-free cream of mushroom soup or whatever the hell he puts in it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to eat it anyway. I don't care if he didn't make it gluten-free. I wouldn't eat it. I want green beans, not the green bean casserole with all that extra crap in it, because those little crispy onions on it, not gluten-free. But I did make a pasta salad for Thanksgiving, and instead of croutons, I put like cheddar cheese, or not cheddar, Parmesan cheese things on it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. So I did do that, but I did not care for the little Parmesan cheese things afterwards, like so when they were in the refrigerator for like a day, and yeah, they weren't any good. Anywho, so I did not put that in the pasta salad this time for Christmas. But anyway, hey, no ma'am. No ma'am. She does not want to be in here. But she also knows that once she goes to play, I'm going to get out. But I didn't want to do that with the camera because it's a whole thing. Aria, hey. No, ma'am. Come on. You're fine. I know. You're fine. Go play, baby. So, oh, and she has this weird thing where she's like afraid of toys. Like when we first buy them. Like this here, she's okay with. Now, right? But then there's this reaction. It's a new toy. She has started touching it, thank goodness. But she still has that like fear thing. And it's adorable. But she started touching it and she was playing with it and everything else. So it's fine. It's not like one of those things where it's like, you know, I know that some people say that monkeys don't like stuffed animals with big eyes and stuff like that. Her baby in her bed that she has had since she came home with us has big eyes. It's one of those Precious Moments dolls. And it's the only one that she's okay with, because my son had one growing up and she doesn't want to have anything to do with that one. But hers that's in her bed, she's okay with. And it's just new toys. Like literally, she plays with this now, but she wouldn't before when we first gave it to her. This, it's literally a blanket. Took her 2 days to get used to and want to play with. And it's only sitting there because I give her nap now in my office on the sofa so the dogs don't disturb her. Let's see. She did the same thing to this. And this. So yeah, it's literally just anything new. It freaks her out. I don't know. She was okay with this, but it's because it's not a toy. But anyway, she's weird. It's funny. No, ma'am. Can you just go play? I know. Can you go play, please? So, anywho, yeah. What do y'all guys do with your leftovers? There's so many of them. I try to make new meals out of it, but at this point, we're done. Done. No more new meals out of leftovers. I don't even want leftovers in my refrigerator. I will attempt to do what I can to make meals for 2 or even 1, because sometimes I'm the only one who eats at the house. But I'm just saying, okay, what do I do when I have so many leftovers? I've tried giving it away, not gonna lie. We've given some of it away, but it just seems like there's still so much. Of course, you know, we're also used to my son eating like a, teenager. And now that he is a grown up, he no longer eats that way, which is fine. I get it. It's fine. But I keep telling him, I'm like, y'all need to come over more often because I need someone to help me eat these leftovers. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Too many leftovers is all I have to say about that. Wait, no. Well, I know you're mad at me. But anyway, so like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just here making noise, speaking out my ass. I'm a writer. I am back on track for the year. Thank goodness. I write slashers. I'm gonna put it that way because when you say horror, sometimes people just hear the word whore. So yes, I'm back on track for the year. Thank goodness. And I am crossing my fingers that I actually get everything finished on time. Miss Aria. Anyway, yeah, she's still tired. We literally just got up just a little while ago, but she is still tired. She is ready to go back to sleep. I have work to do, so I do not have time for her to go back to sleep right now. I do need her to play in here, but for some reason she will not do it without me. I can't, like, she can go up there. I can't get out without her actually getting on me faster than I can get out. So that's the only reason why I'm still sitting here, because I am filming. I'm trying to get out. So, okay, that's it. All right, bye.